Oh man, guys. This year has not been easy. We lost greats like Michelle Trachtenberg, Gene Hackman, recently Richard Chamberlain, and now one of my all-time favorite actors in Batman, Val Kilmer, who has sadly passed away at the age of 65 due to complications from pneumonia. I don't know, man. We don't have that many Batman actors around, but this was an actor like around Batman Forever that I grew up with, and one of my favorite films of all time is Real Genius. And if you haven't seen it, it's a moral imperative that you do. Seriously. He was amazing as Chris Knight, but as you may have seen in the Val documentary, there's so much to his life. He lived quite a life. And I'm just thankful that him and Tom Cruise had their scene in Top Gun Maverick. But I love Real Genius. I mean, that's the reason why Everybody Wants to Rule the World is like my favorite song of all time. But then who could forget Doc Holliday in Tombstone? I'll be your Huckleberry, you know. The short role he had as Elvis in True Romance, but then how he brought Jim Morrison to life in The Doors. You have Thunderheart, Ghost in the Darkness with Michael Douglas. Who could forget one of his earlier films with Alfred, Top Secret from the Zucker Brothers? Who could forget The Saint, At First Sight, Wonderland, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Even his later films by like Francis Ford Coppola's Twixt, I thought was like an underrated movie from him. He played Moses in The Prince of Egypt. He played Moses in live action. Who could forget Red Planet? There are so many roles Val Kilmer was in. And Batman Forever was the first Batman film I saw in cinemas. So like outside of Michael Keaton, for live action, Val Kilmer was my Batman, you know? And it's just sad that we've lost him. And it's sad that he had to go through what he went through, you know? Overcoming his throat cancer. And then this. And 65 is old, but it's not really that old. It's young, you know? But right now, outside of mourning, I'm just thankful for the filmography he left us. The works he's done. And his son Jack Kilmer is going to be a great actor just like his father Val. I mean, who could forget Willow? You have Willow there, and then Palo Alto, you know. Oh my god. Willow is one of my favorite fantasy films. Him as Mad Mardigan, you know, with Warwick Davis. Top Gun, Iceman. I felt like he is such an underrated actor. He should have got an Academy Award nomination, if not won an award for Doc Holliday. Like, Doc Holliday and Jim Morrison are two performances that are, like, awards worthy. But Doc Holliday, like, I'll be your Huckleberry. You're no Daisy at all. Just a little too high-strung, you know? I love it when Johnny Ringo's just like, I was just kidding with you. And he's just like, I wasn't. I love that. The way he balanced the acting opposite Kurt Russell. I mean, he made that movie. Whether it was a large or small role, whether it was a big movie or small movie, Val Kilmer gave it his all. He was a real actor's actor. And I hope they released the Schumacher cut in honor of not only Joel Schumacher but Val Kilmer now. I know it's silly to go back in the past, but honestly, Warner Brothers, on the 30th anniversary of Batman Forever, and now that Val has left this world, you need to make it in honor of him. He needs to have his flowers, because I would have loved to see more of his Batman if he was given better material. But I always felt he was underrated, and Bob Kane at the time even said that was like the best Batman. You know, he was the one that looked athletic enough to be Bruce Wayne, but then Batman. He brought a darker psychological element to the character. And he always gave it his all in roles. Even movies that he kind of felt like were going to be bad, you know. That one with Marlon Brando. Even other projects, he gave it his all. The Saint is an underrated movie, you know. We could have had another Batman, but I'm glad that he did The Saint and got to portray all those different characters. His performances, no matter your opinion on the movie, Val Kilmer was always the best part of it. Like, hands down. And he could do comedy, he could be charismatic, he could be serious, even as a villain in MaGruber, you know. And I'm just really sad, because he was an actor that I really admired, influenced some of my work, not only as an actor but as a filmmaker, you know, and inspired me. But I'm just sad too, because That's another live-action Batman, another Batman after Kevin Conroy and Adam West. We just have Keaton, Clooney, Bell, and Affleck, and some of the other TV animated ones, but still, like, as far as the main ones, Pattinson, like, we don't have that many, and it's sad because, you know, nobody could really ever be truly replaced, but you could just definitely tell there's a void now of that talent. And I know that we haven't had Val Kilmer in the sense that we had him before since his throat cancer stuff, but we still had him. We had either AI or his son voice in the movies. He still got those performances there. And even without his voice, his acting ability, his soul was still there in every project he was involved in, you know? Who could forget, if most of all later in his career, the Mark Twain stage specials. That stuff is just iconic. And I'm just going to really miss Val Kilmer. And I urge everyone, even if you're not familiar with his other works, to check them all out. Seriously. He had larger roles, smaller roles. Check all of them out. Even check out the straight-to-DVD movies. You're going to get some great performances out of him. He was truly, I felt, an underrated and underappreciated actor in the industry. And I'm going to miss him, but his work will forever remain immortal. So to speak, he will always be forever. I'm just going to feel kind of sad knowing that we're not going to get any more performances from him, even though they've kind of went down in numbers over the years. But I'm thankful for what we have. I just wanted to kind of briefly reflect in a form of catharsis and just kind of go over his work and what I loved, you know. And I urge everyone out there, Val Kilmer fans, let me know your favorite roles. Doc Holliday, or if it's Jim Morrison, or Chris Knight, you know, Bruce Wayne, you know, just let me know. And At First Sight is such a great movie too. But let me know your favorite films of his. I mean, seriously, share your Val Kilmer love down in the comments below. Yeah. You can check out these other Val Kilmer related videos. In the meantime, everyone, make the most out of life. Tell the people in your life that you love them while they're still here, okay? Till next time.